Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Domonique for those of you guys who are new here, and if you're not new here, hey, hi, hello, what's up? Welcome back. I'm happy to have you. So today we are talking about motivation. A lot of you guys have been on my Pinterest and on my Instagram and TikTok asking me how I stay motivated all the time to work out, to train, and content create. I just want to say before we even start this entire video that I would be lying to you guys if I said that I was constantly motivated, because it's just not true. You know, motivation is up and it's down and it varies from day to day. So I want to talk to you guys about like the 3 ways that I get back to being motivated and try to stay motivated. And then also talk about the difference between motivation and discipline, because I think that's going to be really important when we're all trying to get to our goals. And it's something that, at least on my end, it's something that I like to practice in order to continue to do the things that I need to do in order to get to my goals. So without further ado, let's get into this video so that we can all get better together. Before we get into it, let's talk about the last thing I just said. So motivation and discipline. What is it? What does it do? How can we practice both of them? Motivation and discipline go hand in hand. Motivation is, honestly, you can think of it in Dom terms as the things that you do when you want to do them. You have motivation. You want to get up and make your bed, you're gonna do it because you want to do it. You want to go read that book, you have the motivation to do it because it's something that you actually want to do. And discipline in Dom terms, again, when you do something even when you don't want to do it. So that is when you are really, really tired, but you know you have to go lift, or you are really, really tired, but you still finish the assignment anyway because you know you need to finish it in order to get that good grade. It's when the motivation is not there, but you still do it anyway in order to get to your goals. So that is why I want to put motivation and discipline out there, because they go hand in hand, and it's something that you kind of need to solidify before we can actually like move into how to stay motivated and how to get back to motivation. So let's get on with the 3 tips. So the first tip that I have is write down your purpose. I pretty much write down my purpose in 3 locations. It's either on my corkboard, which you've probably seen in my last video, which is usually behind me, but today I'm in a different location. The second place is my journal that's next to my bed, and the third place is my iPad. And I write down my purpose in those 3 places because I know that no matter where I'm going, when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna see my corkboard. When I go to sleep at night, I'm gonna see my journal, and throughout the day when I'm working on different things, I'm gonna see my purpose on my iPad. So I think this is really important, especially as we are going after our goals and we are trying to get better, because it reminds you of why you're doing something and the reason behind it. It kind of gets you back into that feeling like, oh, I'm doing this because I want to. I'm doing this because I'm going to achieve something that's really great. And it reminds you that like, technically you don't have to be doing it, but you know that the gratification and the satisfaction of actually completing your one goal is going to make you really, really happy. The second one is writing down small goals that will help you get to your bigger goal. But in order to do that, you have to think about your intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. So intrinsic motivation is behavior that's driven by internal rewards. So you can think about that as what kind of goals and what kind of things that you do in your day-to-day life that make you feel a good emotion inside. That could be, oh, I want to get better because I know that I'm pushing myself and that's something that I like to do. It's something that makes me feel happy. And then on the flip side, extrinsic motivation is motivation that is based on external rewards. So that is tangible things. That is, if you win a race, you might get a medal. That is, if you turn in this assignment, you're gonna get an A.
Maybe, you never do.
Or if you go to work out, your Apple Watch might fill up its entire ring, and that's like the external gratification, it's the external reward. And a small kind of aside, but not really, for me at least, I know that there are certain situations, especially when I'm at practice and I am trying to like execute a big jump, and maybe my motivation or my intensity is really, really low. My coach now and my previous coach, like, oh, how about if you jump this far at practice or you run this fast, you don't have to do like 100 burpees at the end of practice or something like that. So the external motivator is that I don't actually like have to do that at the end, so it's a reward to not do it. And then obviously if I have to do it, then it's like a punishment. But it can work in that way. I think making small goals that help you get to your bigger goal really does light a fire into your butt. It helps you stay more motivated and keep that motivation lasting longer than usual. And also it brings you like back up when you kind of are feeling like, why am I even doing this anymore? That's why making those small goals can really help you stay more motivated throughout this entire process. last one that I have is practicing discipline. And honestly, this one is, I think, the most important because discipline will take you a lot farther than motivation will. That's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Discipline, as I said in the beginning of this video, is doing the things that you need to do when you don't want to do it. And for me, I like to practice my discipline by doing small challenges. And honestly, this is like anything. Like I did a challenge last month in February, and it was called the February 28 challenge, where basically you pick a habit or a challenge that you want to do for 28 days straight. For me, it was that I didn't want to eat any unhealthy foods and I didn't want to order out. And I also wanted to be consistent on my social media aspect. And I did hit majority of those goals. I kind of lacked a little bit on YouTube.
But you know, we're getting back there. We're getting back there.
But it was a challenge that helped me solidify my discipline and really helped me see like where I had to work and where I didn't. Solidifying that discipline and practicing discipline when it is kind of unrelated to your general goal is really important, because at the end of the day, you have to be able to practice something that you need to use, especially when your goals are really, really big. Like you have to have a certain level of discipline in order to get there. It's just something that it's not easy to do. It's not something that is natural for everyone. And because of that, that is even more of a reason why I want to put emphasis on practicing discipline, because motivation is short-lived. That's not how you become a champion. That's not how you become a CEO. That's not how you start a business. You have to have discipline, especially when you're trying to do big things. So that is the end of the video. I just wanted to quickly have this like chat with you guys, and I had made one on my Pinterest, and I kind of just wanted to elaborate and just talk a little bit more about it because of the fact that it's a question that I get so often, and I think that it's important information that everyone should have and everyone should understand, especially when they're trying to go after their goals. So. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos and have casual chats with me about motivation, goals, life, track and field, postgraduate, anything, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And I'm excited. Also, thank you guys so much for 400 subscribers. Like, that's freaking amazing. And also, I am going to my first meet in a couple months, and I'm excited to share that with you guys and just bring you guys along on this journey. And just like that, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.